On this week's episode of Good For You, friends don't let friends
send their mother-in-laws their pregnant nudes.
Never nude? No, always nude.
Always nude.
Hello and welcome to
Good For You.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
Good For You, a podcast about the things we ghosted, the purchases that haunt us, and best products, services, and industry happenings in the wellness, well-being, and spiritual space. We're going to give you a healthy little dose of fun. We're going to talk about the things that are happening in pop culture, the ones that got away, the things in our cart that are haunting us or ghosting us, our strong opinions.
that are loosely held. We like to call this the Grext,
The group text.
the group text in your ear. So come say hello. Join us in the audio Grext, where friends don't let friends
Get scammed.
Hello.
Hi, how was your weekend?
So haunted by exes. I just finished telling Michelle that I ran into my ex with my new partner and his new partner. How was your weekend?
I had a haunted weekend too because my husband sent my nudes to my mother-in-law.
Wait. Back it up.
So,
I mean, I did see your photographer on Friday at Shabbat, and I
Yes.
was like, great gimp mask photos. So hot.
I wish those are the ones that my mother-in-law got.
Oh.
So I'm pregnant and I'm, taking pictures of myself getting bigger and bigger.
Taking nudes every day. Love this.
Yeah, seriously, like rocket. Every time I get out of the shower, pretty much, I'm like taking a picture in the mirror to check where my, to see how low he is, but also like, wow, I might never be pregnant again.
So incredible.
Truly. But also like as someone with a history of like disordered eating and like body dysmorphia,
Yeah.
I kind of like need to keep myself in check and like keep my mental health game good of like, this is fucking cool. Like it's cool that my body can do this. And like
yeah.
curves are great and I look hot and like I got to rock it. So anyways, I send these pictures to my husband because he's seen me naked before. He's always like, yeah, you look awesome. Look at my hot wife. And wow, so cool. Look at that baby. Because you can
Aw.
like actually see the outline of the baby in my stomach. It's crazy.
I want the nudes. Send the nudes.
Okay. Honestly, I do sometimes send them to my friends. I'm like, look at my nipples. They're insane. So I'm on a group text with my mother-in-law, my husband, and she was texting us this weekend about how we were feeling. And Ethan went to send her a picture of our Shabbat costumes because we were Tim Allen from the Santa Claus and Bernard.
Great costume.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And he accidentally sent the latest picture, which was a naked picture of me and like nipples out. It was just totally naked. At least it was a side view. It wasn't like full pubes
Crotch.
for it. It was like you can basically see like from my butt upwards everything in the mirror. So like you see the shelf, my butt shelf, and then like side, you see the way that I'm angled, you can pretty much see like both my nips and then my face. So I like, I'm taking a picture, taking a selfie in the mirror. Everyone got a picture in their mind of me naked.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, great.
So I'm not checking these text messages because I'm in the middle of something or whatever. And my ADHD would just not allow me to answer messages while I'm working. And I see this picture like kind of pop up and I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, there's no way he sent the naked picture. It must be a picture of the two of us in the mirror. And he calls me and he's like, oh my God, I think I sent your naked picture to my mom. And he sounded like he was about to cry. He was like, and I just bust out laughing and I was like, okay.
You did.
Checked it. You definitely did. And his mom was like, wow, gorgeous. Wait, I gotta read it.
Oh my gosh. She probably felt such a moment of kinship. She was like, wow, they feel so close to me.
Yeah. Oh no, she wrote, that is some model in the bathroom. Sending love and hugs. Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
So he's like, I think I sent the nude to my mom, but I don't know. And I was like, oh yeah, you definitely did. So I just wrote back, Ethan sent you our R-rated picture. And there you go.
What is your hypnosis homework update?
Well,
How's it
okay,
going?
dude, I am supposed to only take in positive imagery surrounding birth.
Okay, so you're like, I'm not watching
So
birth.
yeah, basically everything on the internet's bad. And I was watching the Game of
Terrifying.
Thrones, whatever the newest version is, and like there's a horrible
They hate women.
they hate women, but there's a horrible birth scene more than once in this series. And in the latest episode, it's like it's horrible. It ends terribly. It's very tragic. And I was like, I'm not supposed to be watching this. This is not the content I'm supposed to be ingesting right now. So I needed to undo that damage with some positive birthing videos. But then I'm just like watching vulvas and I'm like, that's kind of intense and scary. So I don't know. I feel like I've got to like, if anyone has some good, positive, happy birth videos, please send them my way. I've tried looking for them. I can't really find them.
My mind, I was like, pregnancy porn?
Yes.
I don't know if that would be positive, but at least people would be happier.
It's really hard to like find. And I was like, maybe on TikTok there'll be like positive birth stories. I couldn't find any. Like most of the birth stories that come up are like, oh my God, it was the worst. It was horrible. I'm like, dang, there needs to be like a more empowering hashtag, or I need to find it. I don't know. Maybe it already exists. It probably already exists. I just am not looking for the right thing.
It shouldn't be that difficult to find. I
One
think
would
that's also what
think.
pisses me off about fantasy. That whole fantasy world is, it's not like it's historical fiction. They're making this shit up. Like, you could make birth better.
That's a
You're
really good
choosing
point.
not to.
Right.
Like, you're
Right.
choosing just to reinforce some antiquated tropes about female pain.
Exactly.
Not to say it's not true, but maybe you could reimagine something more magical. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like you birth out a flower and then there's like a baby inside the flower and none of it's painful and it's beautiful.
Yes.
And there's not bloody at all.
Nope. No blood.
Anyway, that was the weekend and that was the homework and the hypnosis. I've really been slacking on the homework. Like I said, I'm supposed to hypnotize myself every day, but I think it's supposed to be when I'm awake, but I haven't been doing it when I'm awake. I've been doing it while I'm asleep. So I don't really know what's going on. I'm going to just cram. I'm going to cram for the test. That's all I'm going to do.
I'd say you're doing the work by hypnotizing other people with your hot pregnancy body.
Yeah, that's the goal. I think that will really help in my labors. Like, at least other people think I'm hot.
At least other people love my body too.
That's a salve, truly, to me and my pain.
No, you're going to be like, this is a powerful, beautiful vessel.
Yeah.
And many more things other than that.
It'll go how it goes. I have confidence in my body. It's done really hard things in the past. And I've been really mean to it. And it's still like, here for me. So I think it's going to be, I'm trying to treat it with kindness and I think it's going to be good. And yeah, I just trust that it'll go however it needs to go.
Amen. And bodies are resilient.
Speaking of bodies.
Speaking of bodies and people being maybe mean to their bodies.
Very mean. We have a good for who. Good for you.
Good for you? Good for who?
Good for you. Okay. Had you heard of Ozempic?
I don't know if I'd heard of that drug specifically. I'd heard of the semaglutide, is that what it's called? Drugs that are these diabetes related drugs after you had posted that one TikTok about the Kardashian and Elon Musk weight loss conspiracies.
Yeah, so I've been noticing this on my TikTok in the last couple of weeks that Ozempic and other sort of like they're called peptide weight loss solutions, I guess, popping up everywhere. And apparently there's more than 300 million views on TikTok for Ozempic, just the topic. But it's a diabetes drug that people have been using off label for a while to lose weight. And Elon Musk, like you said that he's used something called Wegovy, which is very similar. And there's a lot of murmurings that Kim Kardashian, her weight loss, which has been, she's giving Rachel Zoe client in like 2008. Like, it's not good.
Scary.
She looks unwell to me personally, but she's lost a ton of weight.
I don't watch the show, and I also feel like I can't keep up with
The Kardashians.
I just can't.
Can't keep up.
I can't keep up. I don't even try. But every time I see a photo of her in the news, I just don't know what is what, when is when, and what to trust. So has she lost weight over the course of this new season? What's the deal?
Yeah, I think it kind of started the like most obvious weight loss started with her wearing the Marilyn Monroe dress. And
Yes, right.
she documented that she was like on a crazy diet and wearing like a sauna suit to get into that dress, but it kind of hasn't stopped since then, I think. I haven't watched the show either. I've just seen some clips of her and Chloe in particular kind of talking about like how thin they are. And they could have been cut in a weird way for social media, but it's a little bit like, oh my God, you're so skinny. Are you okay? But also like, oh my God, you're so skinny. Are you okay? Like, how did you do that? And they both look really, really thin and it looks unnatural. And people are saying it's because of this diabetes drug that people are using off label. And now it's getting to the point where you can't find it if you have diabetes. They have a shortage of this drug. It reminds me of there's a national Adderall shortage.
Oh, right.
And so many people use Adderall or abuse Adderall who don't have ADHD or who aren't neurodivergent to help them lose weight, which is
insane.
Really fucking freaky. And it is giving me flashbacks to like diet pills. And I don't know if you remember, but the Kardashians used to like hawk this diet supplement called Quick Trim. Do you remember that?
No.
It was in the early aughts.
A lot of those things get banned really quickly in Canada.
That's cool. It must be nice.
I don't know if that's true anymore, but I remember I would always see headlines of so and so diet thing banned.
I mean, that's good. So the Kardashians used to talk about Quick Trim all the time, and they were on like they've talked about those poop teas, like the slim teas that are thin teas.
Wasn't there ballerina tea? Is that
something like that?
I would hear about that. Yeah.
They've sold all of that stuff, and they actually got sued for Quick Trim. I think they got sued for like over $5 million because it didn't do anything. It was just basically caffeine pills with like a smattering of herbs. And while I like a caffeine pill could ostensibly help you, I guess, lose weight,
I think it would make me hungrier.
Exactly. It would just make me angry, very anxious.
Yeah.
Actually, I respond pretty well to caffeine. I've never taken caffeine pills, but this isn't like the Kardashians have always kind of pushed a body narrative, right? And I think in particular over the last couple of years, we've watched their bodies morph and change because of whether it's pills or doctors or plastic surgery, crazy trainers that they have access to. And it's kind of wild how this family of women have pushed beauty standards in the extremes. Like the BBL really was popularized when the Kardashians appropriated, like basically Black bodies, right? And now they're sort of like eschewing that body type and they're dumping their husbands or their partners, and they're embracing more of their like white thinness of the early aughts. And I think it's really scary how much power and control they have over the social media and beauty aesthetics in general.
I mean, to each his own, whatever makes you happy, whatever you want to do to your body. I think it's just so sad that also we're entering the territory of people who have diabetes now then are at risk because there's a diet culture trend that is that pervasive. I just think about how TikTok trends are just so insanely effective and how that quickly can alter the supply chain of something in a week.
Yeah, and we've definitely seen it with like products, right? Just regular products that get sold out or that go viral overnight because of TikTok. But it's a very different thing when it's someone's mental health. Like I would say that there's been huge changes in how we like approach mental health and people self-diagnosing because of TikTok. And yeah, body standards or beauty standards and what we think we're supposed to look like. And it's I mean, I think it's really scary. It's also really scary how many of these videos to me on TikTok, and I'm not a doctor, but are people who are like, oh yeah, I got Ozempic and I'm doing it off label to lose weight and it's great and it's working. Like, I can't imagine that that's good for someone who's already healthy, who's not diabetic, but I don't know. I feel so conflicted about it.
Yeah. I'm assuming there's some serious side effects.
One would think, and because apparently when you take it, it makes you feel like you've already eaten. So it makes you very full and it can make you nauseated. But as soon as you get off of it, it's not like it like the results keep working, it's so,
yeah,
so you'd
like
have to take it for a long,
suppressant.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to keep that weight off, you'd have to continue to take it.
And I think the other thing that is scary about it too, back to, I guess, like the testimonials. So these things go viral and then you see the hashtags. And it reminds me of all of those commercials where it used to be like real people, like using so and so product. And then all of these TikTok affirmations and ads are that times 100. And we believe that. We intrinsically believe people's personal stories more easily and want to believe those things because we want to believe in like overnight transformation and quick fixes and all of these things.
Oh
so
my
it's
God.
so seductive.
100%. And that's why TikTok is like such an incredible platform, but also really, really scary. And you have to be thoughtful of like who you take advice from and why, and like what skin they have in the game.
And that's why everyone actually should really think about investing in the Bissell Little Green vacuum. Because you were sold by TikTok, I believe, and I borrowed it from you for 6 months. Don't worry, you're getting it back.
This week will be the week.
This is the week. There's no other week. And I just have a pile of things that have accumulated for you now. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll give Michelle this.
Yes.
And it really works.
It does. I think that there's something greater here that I'm like freaked out about, which is that thin is like quote unquote thin is back. And there have been some article headlines about like thinness and extreme thinness being back in vogue. Not that it ever truly left, but there definitely has been more conversation around body positivity, body neutrality, more inclusive sizing. Like Abercrombie's entire rebrand has been around like making clothes that actually fit real people. And it seems like we're having a backslide into, you know, the heroin chic, Nicole Richie, Lindsay Lohan, dangerously skinny time. And I don't want it.
It's not black and white. It's not like it never went away, but it did definitely, I feel like for a time, recede into the background in terms of how often extremely thin bodies were highlighted and prioritized in fashion. But I think similar to any other beauty trends, kind of like everything I've been seeing about the no eyebrows, on some level, it's just stimulating the economy. So it's like, okay, now people have to invest in bleach and different pencils and more modes of upkeep to get the thin or no eyebrow look. And we have such extreme trends now in beauty that it doesn't surprise me that it fluctuates now with also body types. And then that means that people are going to be like, okay, yeah, muscular is now not in. It's all about like a lithe body again or whatever, because that means people then have to go and spend money on X or Y to get that.
It's such a good point. We've talked about micro trends on TikTok and just like how we've basically raced through them so quickly and how that's a huge problem for consumption. But when it comes to our actual physical bodies that like can't evolve, are not meant to evolve that quickly, right? You can't go from like being a muscular person to being someone who's rail thin and doesn't have any muscle definition in 3 weeks, which is basically how quickly the trend cycle feels like it's working, unless you're someone like the Kardashians that have like insane amounts of wealth and doctors and surgeons and whatever access to change themselves, and they can accelerate that trend cycle. It's kind of like they can get their BBL taken out, go on Ozempic and lose 25 pounds in 2 weeks, and their body looks totally different. That's like really freaky that they can keep up with that.
It's terrifying.
How can it even possibly accelerate more? Like it freaks me out.
Well, and I think that's what keeps it going too, and our fascination with them, because Jessica Tofino refers a lot to the beauty labor that we all know how much labor nail gel is. So,
dude, I was in nail gel all weekend.
I'm still in it. It's so brutal. I'm almost out though. It's been a really hard, long, reparative road, but you know, it's so much work, and I think that's part of it too, is this aspirational, unattainable game, because it's always something that seems slightly and is out of reach, whether it's financial access, time, truly the money and time that all of this takes.
Well, we're addicted to capitalism. There's, theories that even our like sort of culture or entertainment culture is labor, like that we involve labor in it, like going to wait outside of Disneyland, or not even monetizing our hobbies, but like taking hobbies that require a lot of our labor and mental bandwidth and using that as entertainment. Like we're always looking for more work.
More podcasts,
Exactly.
more episodes, new shows,
more nails, more, like we're always looking for more work to sort of like entertain us or looking for something to improve because that's what, benefits capitalism in some capacity, right? To better ourselves and to use our labor to like promote the economy. I think that that's really, stop it. I do think that that's really interesting of like, I find myself doing it where I'm like, oh, now I want to do my nails. Oh, they're not perfect. I want to redo them. Like I won't be able to live with them not being perfectly done. Okay, that's going to take me an hour to take them all off and then put them back on again. And how satisfying it is. I'm like, wow, I love to work. This is so interesting to like watch yourself do it,
Well, like anything, it's not black or white. It is both, yes and. Or even just sometimes how it feels when it's like I like to paint my face. This is fun.
Yes.
Don't tell me that I shouldn't wear makeup because XYZ. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And what about it is fun? And like I think it's always the process. The like labor that goes into it. The production.
The production of it all. Well, Ozempic selling out and this becoming a trend on TikTok. Good for who?
Good for absolutely no one, I would say, especially people with diabetes.
Yeah, I'd say terrifying for everybody.
Do you think it's even possible that like we were talking with Marley Grace and Marley was like, I think 100% of people have eating disorders. I've been thinking about that a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I think that's right. I don't know a single person who could live in this climate and just have a healthy sense of self.
Yeah, like I've been trying to think about cultures that would have less, but complex relationship because there's just so much tied up in food. Security. So even if other cultures have different relationships with how food relates to your physical appearance and how you ingest it, I think you have other complex relationships with food because of shortages that you've maybe experienced or famine. So you have a relationship where you feel like there's never enough. What even is a neutral relationship with food? I don't think it doesn't exist.
Or your body. Like how can you how can you have a neutral relationship with your body when your body has been like vilified forever?
And objectified, like we're constantly self-objectifying.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, it's kind of like the choice between you either get to like allow other people to objectify you or you can self-objectify. Maybe it's just more empowering to self-objectify.
Well, it's a trick. You feel like you're in control.
Right.
I feel.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel better, even though I don't feel like I am.
Right. Even though I'm a cog in the machine.
Yeah.
At least I feel like I have control over my objectification.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just a really light one. Good for anyone? Who do you think?
Good for nobody. Please do your research. Don't believe what you hear on TikTok.
Yeah.
And be kind to your body. Even if you don't always feel like it, just try.
Yeah, I don't have any advice. I'm just like, I don't know, man. Watch your thoughts.
Watch your thoughts.
Maybe unplug from TikTok for a while.
Burn it.
What?
Did I say stand there and look stupid? No, I said burn it.
Okay, so we have a lot of choice for Sexy Unique Scam of the Week because you had an especially full roster of incredibly sexy potential scams.
All my ads lately have been unhinged. Like I have so many. You know what? This is prime ad season because we're going into like holiday. So people are spending like boatloads of money on their products. So prepare everyone for January to be delightful because I'm going to have so many products saved. I got an ad for this AI app that selects your best running shoe or just general sneaker. And the reason that I was interested in this is because truly none of my shoes fit at this moment in my life. It's very frustrating.
Right.
I can only wear
just
flip-flops.
Yeah. With
Just
the
flip-flop.
rhinestones.
Yep. Shout out to my mom who bought me the only shoes that fit for me right now. You can dress them up. You can dress them down. I am dying to get a pair of running shoes that actually fit. And so I wanted to see if this app would actually work. And I feel like haunted cart shopping sneakers for like the last couple of months. So we figured we'd try out this app. It's called Neatsy, which I think we could work on the name because it's not quite descriptive of what this app does.
No. Also, when you Google it, did say that it was a doctor in a phone was the tagline.
Yes, that is like the
Confusing.
Okay, so I downloaded the app and basically I scanned my feet and I'll tell you about that. But they'll like upsell of this free app is that they'll diagnose your foot issues.
They'll give you some foot issues, whether you wanted them or not, whether you thought you had them or not, you do now.
Exactly, exactly. And I do have some suspicions about this app, just to be candid, but it's pretty expensive if you decide to like opt into the doctor stuff, which it kind of reminds me of Dr. Scholl's. You know how at the drugstore you can like stand on the Dr. Scholl's thing and it's like, you have flat feet, you need this arch support or whatever. I think that's the general direction they're trying to go in. And I don't really know about the longevity of this business proposition because why would you sign up for this for 3 months? Like, it sounds like you just need like
You need it once.
insoles. Yeah. But I didn't pay for it. So I can't speak to the paid element of the app, but they do have a podiatrist in the app.
On first glance, because I think in the App Store or the ad that you sent me, I was like, oh, is this a Nike app?
Right.
Because I only saw Nike shoes. But I think what's interesting in general also is the explosion of AI shopping apps in general. But to back it up, what was your experience?
Well, you download the app and then it asks you to scan your feet using your phone. It was really easy. However, I can't say it was accurate because I feel like
Easy but not accurate. That's the slogan that they're going for.
yeah. So you hold like your foot over the phone so it's underneath like the picture. Right? It's got the selfie cam on. And my foot like wasn't really in where it was supposed to be, but it was like, no, we got it. No, girl, we got it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then you basically hold your phone up to the side so it can look at your arch. So like imagine your phone is instead of vertical, it's horizontal and like the long part of your phone is on the floor where your foot is on the floor. So the selfie camera is looking at your foot. So it kind of looks at your arch and you put all of your weight on that foot and then it takes a picture of it. Once again, my foot really was not in frame and it was like, no, we got it. And then another time on my other foot, it didn't get in frame and it was like, we got to retake that one. It's like, okay. I feel like maybe I should re-download the app and do my feet again because it told me that I had, let me pull up my personal health.
It's kind of like when the first apps where it was like, try on the glasses. And you would try on, or I would at least try all of these different glasses on so I could see if I wanted any of them. And I was like, well, good thing these all look horrible. I will not be buying any of them.
Yes, exactly. So my foot size, it says my fit details are that I have wide-ish feet. Let me just tell you, my feet are Shrek feet right now. As I've said, they're SpongeBob SquarePants square feet. They're gigantic.
You need extra XL wide shoes.
It should be all the way on the wide. Like it should be all the way over. And then my arches, this was offensive to me personally, are on the lower side between me, high and low. They're on the lower side.
I danced for years. I worked hard on these arches.
Thank you. So it recommended that I wear a size 8.5 sneaker. And I currently have many size 8, size 9, and size 9.5 sneakers that do not fit. So that's wrong. That's just like, that is straight up. I have a size 10 boot that doesn't fit me right now. So unclear on how correct this is. I might try to scan again and see if it works. But I did like that it recommended a bunch of shoes. So it recommends lifestyle shoes, running shoes, and fashion shoes.
Okay, fashion.
And the running shoes, actually, of the recommendations were some of the shoes that I used to wear when I was a runner, after trying every single running sneaker on the market. So I was like, okay, that's fair. Like that picked a shoe that worked really well for me in the past. So that's kind of cool. Also recommended some Hokas and Brooks, some Sauconys, and some Asics. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty decent. No Nikes. And then when it came to lifestyle and fashion, there were some Nikes, there were some Adidas, there were, what else? Some Air Jordans, which are Nikes. So I think kind of cool, kind of interesting, discovery of sneaker.
Yeah. What's the checkout experience? Does it take you to external sites? What happens?
So it recommends my size, and then I think that's it. It doesn't actually have like a checkout.
Wow. So what's the incentive for this app?
One would think that they would. I
It's
can like star
truly a
it.
doctor app.
Yeah, totally. I'll show you what the doctor part looks like. So here, you can check your foot for common diseases.
Oh, okay. And they would be able to tell this just by you uploading photos?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So are they going to give you like recommendations for athlete's foot
I guess.
and warts?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what?
For your fungal toe. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
don't know. Disgusting.
I'm getting mixed messages from them.
Yeah, and it says book an online consultation. I guess maybe for like plantar fasciitis or if your feet
Yeah.
hurt or something like that. But I'm like, what else besides plantar fasciitis can you like ostensibly treat with just like insoles? Other than like
Yeah.
maybe you roll your ankles a lot. Like, I don't know.
Also, that it made it through in your ads on Instagram is very curious because it's like, how much are they spending then on Facebook
I know.
ads?
They've got to be spending quite a bit. Yeah, you can check your feet for popular diseases, get money off of those orthopedic insoles or things for therapy for your weak little ankles. So I wonder if this app like truly just came from like I think about back pain all the time and how so many people in America have back pain and how that's actually like a great vertical to be in, even though it's not that sexy. And sometimes the least sexy businesses are the ones that we like actually need. I imagine foot health is another area that like it's not so sexy, but there's a lot of people who need insoles or arch support or blah, blah, blah. And it makes me wonder like, maybe this is actually a really great app. I don't know, or it has a lot of potential.
Well, I'm curious also to see what will come next, like what other products they can launch. It seems like they had a seed round and they raised from a few investors, let's see, 4 over the past 2 years.
How much did they raise?
They've raised a combined 1 million.
Oh, that's not very much.
It's little.
Yeah.
TBD, but I think it's interesting because AI and like apps that are using AR and AI to try and sell you specifically on like that is the technology that will be able to help you through trying this on in this way through this AR product feature. I still have yet to be convinced of that tech. I guess I just haven't experienced it work very seamlessly.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of friction in my experiences with those apps. So I think it's interesting because it's almost like right now when you hear or see AI, it could go either way. You're like, ooh, this could be really smart or really scammy.
Yeah, it's kind of like crypto. When you see AI or crypto in it's just like buzzy right now.
Yeah.
And like not everything needs AI or machine learning in order to be.
Also, how I'm pretty sure it was the real was it them that we were talking? No, it was a different shopping app and they were like, it's AI powered, but meanwhile it's actually people sorting things.
It might have been the real. I don't know. I think listen, I want to try it again. I know that I am not the size that they told me I am because if I ordered these shoes, they would not fit me. But I am curious to see if what they recommended based on my foot shape.
Yeah, that's cool.
Actually will be like a good running shoe for me. So I might check them out.
I mean, the argument is there, I feel like, in terms of even just foot shape, like how comfortable I seem to find Converse. And so many people are like, I can't stand Converse. Or
totally.
I truly find the Hoka running shoes the most comfortable running shoes. But when I was in college, I only wanted to wear Nike Frees for some reason.
Right.
And now all Nikes hurt my body.
Well, yeah, it's because we're getting old. But
yes. I'm like, shit, that's the constant.
Give me that cushy Hoka, you know?
Give me the orthopedic platform shoe.
Exactly. I love that Hoka's got cool because they really were they were like the
Not
embarrassing ultra runner shoe because it was like you could definitely run 50 miles in this shoe for sure because it's so padded.
So cozy. So comfy, cool. So do we think Sexy Any Scam or Stan?
I don't think I can put this on the scam yet. I think
it doesn't seem like
it needs to like get some time to brew. And I personally like anything that doesn't make me go into a store to go get fitted.
Yeah.
That's the bane of my existence. So I'm down to try this. I'm down to clown with this app for a little bit longer.
That is cool because it also seems like a nice touch point for education and learning more about just your feet in general. We don't give them a lot of love.
We don't. and they deserve it. They keep us moving. All right. So scammed by, but would still buy for me.
Okay, love that. I'm going to have to scan my foot when I get home. Okay, we have a haunted cart to kick off holiday haunted shopping season.
Haunted cart.
We're going to start off with some random things that we've saved over a long period of time that we think could be good gifts for someone, but we don't know who. Because maybe you'll also do the same and share that with us so we can get ideas for our people.
Okay, so what's on your list?
I have a list called gifting because I do like to gift. And I know if I just put it on my buy list, it might get lost in the abyss of the buy list because it is so large.
Right.
This is a company that does custom made beverages. So you can choose a template, but you can add an image, you can add text, and you can kind of design these beverages. And as known beverage girlies, of course, I saw this and was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And it seems like something that would be good for a wedding or a bigger event or maybe somebody's bachelorette or that kind of thing.
Yeah, smart.
I think you do have to order a minimum, but you can basically get beer, hard seltzer, sparkling water, or wine. And TBD on the quality of said products, but I bet they're probably pretty good.
Okay. I remember you sent me this and I was like, that's pretty cool.
I just love the idea of surprising somebody or gifting someone with this who would really appreciate it because the right person would if you got some kind of funny inside joke or photo of them printed on the can.
Or for an event. Or just, like that's a great work wife gift, I feel like.
Yes, totally.
Someone, like
are you trying to tell me something? Do you want these?
No. But that's something like where you're very familiar with someone's beverage consumption. Maybe there's a happy hour joke in there or something like that. I think it's good.
So this is one on my list. How about you?
Nice. I have a couple very weird things on my list, but one of them is a portable mini scent collector. And it's not what you think.
Whoa.
It's not what you think. But here,
I just want to guess, but I don't.
It's not like when I say that it makes it sound like you could catch the air and like
a portable mini scent collector.
So it's for someone who likes perfume, likes a good scent, but maybe perhaps doesn't want to buy an entire bottle, or maybe wants to travel a lot with their scents. So basically, it's like a little atomizer. And what you do is you take off the top of a perfume, like a regular perfume bottle, and you stick this on top of it. And it's like, it looks
and
like
you just steal some of it from the store.
Exactly.
Because you don't want to buy the whole bottle.
Exactly. No, I was looking at the reviews. Okay. Because I was like, I love this idea because I usually prefer to use sample sizes of perfume. But when I really like a scent, I'll buy the big thing, right? But I don't like traveling with the big old thing, especially because we're carry-on girlies here at Good For You. And I was looking at the reviews of this, and people were like, "Oh yeah, I just like take it into Ulta, and I'll just basically like milk the free the samples." And, like, no one ever gets mad.
So bold.
I know. And I was like, I do feel like it's a little bit illegal, but also it's not, maybe, because like you can ask for samples.
Literally stealing. Do you mind if I just sample this with my mini portable scent collector? I mean, respect.
But also then I was like, well, maybe, you could like go in with a couple people on a really nice bottle of, like, let's say you and your sister, you and your friend really like Le Labo XYZ, instead of like only one of you getting it.
Do you want a fraction own Le Labo?
Do you guys want to go in on this with me? Wait, what is
you
that
can
called?
Get this...
You want to be part owner?
Yeah, fractional ownership of this Le Labo Santal, because I know I'll be sick of it. You also get access to this exclusive community.
3-person community, exactly. But not now. Kind of sounds interesting. So
want to try?
Fine. Scent collector. It's only $15. It's really a one for you, one for me gift. I think that's how you have to buy it. You got to get one.
Where did you find this?
I found it on the internet.
Oh, shocker.
I'm like Googling, like, how do I steal perfume from Sephora? Not illegal.
Okay, this kind of looks like something that you could find at one of those espionage stores.
I know. It looks like a little bullet pen, doesn't it?
Yes. And it
It's
like
kind of
secretly
cool.
also has a camera
Yeah.
somewhere.
I'm just saying, a good stocking stuffer, I would say.
Okay, I'm obsessed with this idea of a product.
Okay, what's next on your list?
Okay, unfortunately, I still wanted to report on this or share it, but it's sold out.
Oh.
And it was Monarch Butterfly Rearing Kit.
Oh, that's cool. That could be for the old and the young.
I guess this is more of a science project, but sold out.
Wow.
I thought it was really cool because I know some nerds out there who would be into it. But in general, I guess I like the idea of kind of the mushroom growing kit, the countertop herb garden things.
Yep.
Because they've gotten really sophisticated. I don't personally own one, but I've seen some very cool ones at people's homes, and I'm into the idea. So I think that for the person in your life who likes to grow things, there's a lot of new options out there. It's not just chia pets. It is not just
They can branch out.
sea monkeys.
It's not just those giant salad things. Have you seen those? Those like indoor salad growers?
Oh yeah, they're large. They're
so
smaller
ugly.
ones.
Yeah, they're
Yes, they
smaller
are.
ones. Yeah, that's cool. Monarch butterflies are endangered.
That's why I was like, I guess it's good that the kits are sold out.
Or they're just like imitating life, you know? They're like, sorry, these are endangered, limited supply.
This is a supply and demand issue that we're facing with Mother Nature. What's next on your list?
Similarly, I've got sort of like two that could go hand in hand together. And this is really for like a sort of DIY person who's also like a little bougie. So the first one is this $32 boxed cake mix from the Caker, and it's an espresso dark chocolate cake, and it's the branding is so chic, it is so hip. And recently the Caker did a collab with Chrissy Teigen, and Chrissy Teigen just knocked off their like entire product line and launched her own.
She zucked
them. Yeah. And so I was like, well, this is just cool. Like all of these products are cool and fun. And I would like to support, this small, independent, sister-owned brand that just got fucked over by Chrissy Teigen.
Oh no. Wait, this is cute.
It's cute, right? And it's kind of like you could do something fun with it. You could put it in like maybe a series of cooking things. And then the other DIY select that I think could be cool is this Easy Coat. It's a DIY sew your own winter / spring coat, and it's a very easy pattern apparently.
Whoa,
but it's really cute, and you can sort of like customize it obviously based on the fabric that you select and the weight and of course your own proportions. And I think that that's kind of an interesting thing for someone who likes to semi DIY things, who maybe isn't like a total I'm making all of my own clothes, but wants to kind of stand out and is also very fashionable. So to me, these are like elevated DIY type of person. And I think there's a lot of my friends out there who would be like, I like this, like who like a project. So I think both of these things are like kind of interesting and cool.
I really like this. I think the idea of gifting like patterns and maybe even along with that a nice material, or a way to exchange it,
or like a gift card to Mood or something like that, like whatever place where you can get fabric. I think that's sweet.
These are really thoughtful. I also want to say, love the branding and the copywriting of the Caker.
I want to buy all their stuff now. I know. I want to buy all their stuff. All of their stuff looks so good.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of updated Martha Stewart vibe.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I want to feel involved, but only at step 4 and 5.
Exactly. And she's really the face of the brand. I'm totally blanking on her name.
She seems cool.
She's very punk rock and just cool.
Yes.
Like she's wearing all vinyl or leather or something in some of these photos, and she has a very edgy haircut and she does cool makeup. And I'm just like,
I also want
rad.
to support this. Yes. Yeah. Cake Kits done.
Okay. What's next on your list? Last thing.
Okay, last on my thing is, I guess it's two. One, just the idea of going out of your way to make a photo book of a trip that you went on with somebody, or if you've done multiple trips with them, I think is really sweet because that is something that you will probably not do for yourself, but is a really nice memory to have especially as we don't really print photos very often anymore, to have them all in one place. I think that that is also a nice way to not spend a ton on just like random gifts because you feel like you have to get someone a gift. So I just think it's a very thoughtful way to kind of reminisce and connect with somebody again. And then it also book related is the Brooklyn Sketchbook Library Project.
Yes, this is so cool.
I forget where I saw this, or else I would credit it because I think it's so cool. So it's a global art project that allows anyone to participate. You submit a sketchbook to be included into the Brooklyn Art Library. Basically, you pay for like the specific dimensions. They'll send you a sketchbook. And then once you have one, you can then browse all of the sketchbooks that have been submitted. And they also have this amazing archive of all of these different artists over the years who they've uploaded and digitized their sketchbooks. So it's not only a way to see newer sketchbooks and what people are doing, but I think that sketchbooks for a lot of artists and people of all sorts are just like visual diaries.
Totally.
So I've never really been a diary writer, but I would love to sketch myself and pick up that
But I love to read
habit.
other people's diaries.
I've never
But
been
I
a
love
writer
finding
myself.
other people's secrets out.
I love to be a voyeur. I break into people's homes just to read their diaries. And I think it's a really cool project to support. And it's a nonprofit. And I haven't got this for anyone yet, but I really want to.
That's cool. I like that. So the sketchbook is digital?
So you get a physical one.
Uh-huh.
But then I don't know the exact process of when you upload or when you submit. I think maybe it's once you fill it that you can share it if you want to, and they'll scan it and upload it. But I'm pretty sure as soon as you buy one, you basically get access to this library or this archive of sketchbooks.
That's also such a great way to like learn how to draw, I think, to self-teach.
And just see. Totally.
I'm like, maybe I should get that for Ethan.
I know, right?
Pretend you didn't hear that. Okay, I have my last one. So French hairpins, which are like long hairpins, are trending on TikTok right now.
Also an art, if you know how to put them in.
Yeah, seriously. But they're great and they're kind of expensive. You know, there's some actually a really good one from Kristen S at Target. I have it and I really like it. But I just cut my hair short and it doesn't really fit into the hairpin anymore. And so I found these really French hairpins that are short and they are 3 in a box and they are so cute. They're $29.
All right, checking out immediately.
Right? And they look like very fashionable and they're called the number one hairpin. I don't really know how to describe it other than the fact that it's much smaller than like a regular hairpin would be, but it still looks sort of like stylized and it just gives you
so cute and
so
futuristic.
Cute, right? And it just gives you that like effortless, chic, French, undone-ish look in your hair. And you can use, one at a time, or you can get them in 3 or 6, I think. And they're, a little pricey, but $25 for a set of 3. But I think that they're special. So that is something that I would give someone who has like a specific sense of style, who
my mom would love this.
Yeah, they're like a thoughtful gift that also I feel like you would use every day.
100%. So let us know what you're gifting that are unique gifts.
Yeah. You know what? We have an ongoing thread inside of the group text, the Grext, which is our Good For You community and Mighty Networks, which is what's
so
on your
fun
haunted cart list for Black Friday, things that you've been like creeping on that you really want to like make sure that you get flagged for. So go add whatever you're looking for. There's some really good stuff in there and we'll share codes and things as they come up and we all find them. This is going to be a crowdsourced moment.
That's what we're here to do, help each other out.
Legit. But also we'll start a little chain of things that you're excited to buy for other people, what you're stoked on. Or maybe we should do what was your favorite thing you bought in 2022?
Whoa. I'm like, how does one remember?
I always think that's a good question because that means a really good gift for other people.
I think that's a great question. Another great question is what is one of the best gifts you've ever received?
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, so let us know what is the best gift you've received in the past, few years or whatever. And what is your favorite thing that you bought in 2022?
We'll put all of it in the Grex, so you don't have to even remember it. Just go join the Grex. See what everyone else is writing.
Exactly.
On that note,
this week we are giving away a wonderful product by a friend of the pod who was on the pod a few episodes ago, Lauren Haynes of Wooden Spoon Herbs. We are going to give away her Magic Magnesium, the Spirulina Blue Lemonade Magic Magnesium, because I personally would like to try it. So I'm jealous. Usually if we want it, we give it away because we love you.
Yeah. So the way to win this Magic Magnesium from Wooden Spoon Herbs with their gorgeous new packaging is to write an amazing review on Apple Podcasts for the Good For You show. Let us know what you like, what makes you chuckle, and why you should win.
5 stars only, please, please, please.
And let's make sure that you listen to next week's episode to see if you won.
Until then, have a great summer.
Don't change.
Or do.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Good For You is produced by yours truly, Wallace Miller Blanchard. Our theme song is by Parallel Dance Ensemble, and our wonderful editing is done by Softer Sound Studio, who you can find more information about at the link in our show notes.